God. Thank you for bringing us here today on this wonderful Saturday. Well, not really Saturday, Lord, but this is going to be posted on Saturday, Lord. So please get our audience prepared for this amazing recording we're about to give them. And just watch over our family and friends. In Jesus' mighty name, we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen. Amen. Guys, welcome back to another episode of You Thought You Was Wrong? It's our weekly podcast here. I am Prissy Chryssie, and this is
DebbyCakez.
Ow. I don't know why I love saying that, but as always, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Our podcast can be found anywhere that podcasts are. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, you name it, we're there.
We are there. Please check us out. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your cats, tell everybody.
Let them know. Let them know. All right. So
this episode is going to talk about dating men with children and being proposed to. If you were proposed to a guy, what else be on the table?
Oh yeah, with the proposal, we're going to talk about how long is too long to wait for a proposal, and then also we're going to talk about being in a committed single relationships, ladies. So I know we've all
done that,
and we're going to give out some telltale signs to know that you in this situation where you're in
by yourself.
You by yourself, girl. So please stick tuned to the end. As always, we have our Black Girl Magic of the Week. And we'll shout out. We got somebody to shout out for y'all. So stay tuned to the end and listen in for that. All right, Debbie.
Yes, Chris. So let's talk about this. When would your partner know is it when would your partner know, or is it when will you know that you're ready for marriage?
Oh, when? That's a good question. You should answer that question, since out of the both of us, you are the only one who's actually been married before. So how did you know when you thought you was grown at 21 that you was ready to commit your life to your ex-husband?
Sorry, my Alexa is so loud. I'm trying to turn my Alexa
I don't even hear.
Oh, it's rain music. So you probably don't notice this. It's playing.
It's probably playing.
Damn, that's it loud. So how did I know I was ready for marriage? First of all, I like to think of myself as a wife, a homemaker. That's one. I know I can make any situation good, if that makes any sense. That's my role. That's my title. That's my thing to do. I'm that mother in any friendship, making sure everybody's okay. And so I knew I was ready because I loved him. And I was like, listen, I'll do anything for this person. He's my person. And till this day, we're still friends. But just I knew he was my person. So I knew I was ready to marry by, I would say 6 months. I knew he was the one.
Oh, you thought he was the one?
I thought he was the one because he's not the one. But by 6 months, I'm like, we can do this. By a year, we got into a routine and he proposed.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got married 6 months later.
Oh, so wow. I know. I think that some people do that. I don't think, because I have this theory that the first year of dating, you're not even dating a real person. You're dating their representative.
Exactly.
So by year 2, you really get to know and see who this person is. Mm-hmm. I've been in a long-term relationship. We've been together.
Married. You guys should be.
Yeah, and then what's weird is I do have a theory on marriage, because my beliefs of marriage come from the Bible. Right, that's what I believe in marriage. I think that's my grandparents have been married, and my dad's parents have been married. And outside of that, that's the only real example of relationship, a marriage I have. Mm-hmm. So everything else I know about marriage comes from the Bible. And I kind of have this theory that, because in the Bible, God talks about everything, being what it takes to be saved, When you are saved, these are the steps you have to take. When you leave, like he gives examples and he's very detailed about what you need to do in order to reach this level or this standard. But for marriage, the standard is really like brief and very straight to the point. The man must take the woman and cling to her and leave his mother's and father's house. And that's the only like standard of marriage that it has. So I sort of, even though for American like life or living in America, like following the laws of the land, I do believe that you have to be married on paper. But I kind of feel like I've entered a marriage without being in a marriage. People might disagree.
You know, they have, it's called supporting spouse or something like that.
Oh, like common law marriage.
Common law marriage. You're basically in a common law marriage because y'all been together for 55 years. So
yeah, that was a dig.
So y'all basically married. There's just no ring. There's the kids involved, and that's just basically it. Because you know, Gaby's going on 35 now.
Gaby,
this little man, like, what you doing?
So basically, but not basically. Like I still want the proposal, and I still want you ask me for him to ask me for my hands in marriage ordeal. But I don't know the answer to how long I will wait for that because I've done everything so backwards. You know, like we had the kids, we lived together, you know, all that other stuff. We did it so backwards. I don't know. I think I'm ready for that step. Like I know I'm ready for that step because we're living in life now. Like we make life decisions together, where we're gonna live, where our kids are gonna go. We make those decisions. So I'm ready for marriage. I think we probably need to go to marriage counseling before I say like 100% I'm ready. So I'm like,
oh yes, my next spouse, marriage counseling is definitely a must. And to read the book, what is it? The love language book. That's a must to read. Like those are steps we need to take before getting to that walk down the aisle. Because I believe that you have to be able to communicate and to get things off your chest, like to really have that open relationship before you're heading into a relationship. You don't want to walk into something blindsided and the person's feeling some type of way. So I believe marriage counseling is definitely a must, or premarital counsel is better, you know.
So how long now going into a new relationship would you wait? Like if you were dating somebody?
I'm dating somebody, you have 2 years to figure out if I'm the right one. 3 is the longest. 2.
To propose?
To propose.
Oh.
We can be engaged for, 2 years if you need to be, or whatever.
That's a long engagement.
I don't mind a long engagement because I know that there's a proposal and there will be a date.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to both be on agreement. I don't want to ring it. I'm like, okay, we'll take our time to plan. No, we'll give ourselves a year and a half to figure things out and to, really start working on our marriage. Like we're dating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're dating, and me dating, unless it's I won't say serious, but I'm saying I would like to date until I have a ring. Like date multiple people. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you will be in a committed relationship and still be dating other people until they say, would you be my wife?
I'm gonna be dating around until we're like in
it's exclusive
relationship, correct?
Okay, well that makes sense.
Once we're exclusive, then give them a year or two, get proposed to, and then after we're proposed, I believe we're now in the pre-marital state where we're learning each other and finding how we're going to work things out together, and start like kind of, I won't say like preschool to being in kindergarten. Like this is the while we're engaged.
Right, it's the first step. This is the first step we take. Okay, so like sometimes men will propose to women to take them off the market and just like to hush them up because they know marriage is a thing for them. Mm-hmm. What if you got into a proposal engagement And how long would you wait and for him to set a wedding date?
I don't know, push to set a wedding date, but don't hush me. I couldn't even imagine if somebody's like, you know what, let me give her a ring just to shut her up. No, I want you to actually want to be with me and make this work in order to get married. Like, I'm giving you maybe a year and a half tops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole 2 years, but you know, and I don't think I even want a big wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did a big wedding before. I'm okay with going to the courthouse.
Yeah. I think, and you're older now, like old people don't really be having extravagant weddings. Like, you're gonna be in your cane and all that kind of stuff. You just need something real simple. Back in the handicap spot so you could just roll up.
I hate her so bad.
Clerk the courts and get your little license. Yeah, girl.
Oh my
Go
God.
for that. But no, seriously, I don't care for I never had a big wedding, but I do want a reception. I don't know what I want. I don't know. I don't want a big wedding. I don't need a big wedding because I don't have a lot of people that I would invite.
Yeah.
So my circle is so small that it's like we just need something small and intimate. It's all I really want.
So you should do like a destination wedding.
Yeah, but my people are scary. Like the people, my mom is not gonna fly anywhere. My aunts are old and stuff. And they old, moms and all that.
I know they're in their hundreds because you old, but God, you can't, find something like Chrissy made that money that he can just get a charter plane for y'all to
They're
all.
not going to go on the plane. Like they don't do planes, they don't do buses, they don't do nothing. They don't even drive on the highway. They old. Like you, they don't do anything. But
listen, this old lady talk. Listen, but
so would you propose if he was taken to her? Like if he talked about marriage, but he was just scared to take that step, would you propose? No, you're not getting on your knees and saying,
no,
take my hand.
That's a man's job. And I believe I'm still old fashioned in my ways. Like a man should be courting me and a man should open my doors and those kind of things. So no, I don't take that away from you.
Yeah.
Let me take that away. I feel like me doing that, I might as well say I wear the pants in the relationship after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No.
Did your ex-husband get down on the knee and all that stuff? Or was it like here?
No, he didn't. He just asked me to marry him. He didn't get on his knees, but during our engagement party, he did. He got on his knees in front of our family. And now thinking about it, he didn't get to ask my dad for my hand of marriage. And when I told my dad, he's like, wait a minute, nobody asked me. And now that he's gone, it's just like
nobody did it the right way.
Nobody did it the right way. Nobody can do it the right way. I mean, they can ask Jimmy.
Yeah.
My stepdad, but
Did he even ask Jimmy? No.
He asked my mom.
Oh, because that was a tell sign.
Tell sign that was not the right one. Yeah, I believe you.
And his respect for the women and not men, like that was it.
He didn't ask Jimmy for my hand in marriage. He asked my mom. But I'm trying to figure out was me and my dad's relationship
in trouble,
in trouble around that time, and I think it was
Jimmy too.
Not Jimmy too, but me and my real father. I think I was mad at him for some strange reason. Probably why he didn't ask my dad. But he was happy for me. He was happy. He's like, I do what I gotta do and make it work, and he did.
Yeah. I'm with Debbie. I'm not getting down on my knees. These knees bad anyways. I'm not asking.
Listen, I barely got Meg knees to jump on it, so I'm not gonna get on my knees.
Right.
To propose. And then only time you see me get on my knees is to plug my charger from my iPhone. Okay.
I'm not bend over like this. I might get not this down. No.
Gotta hold your cane, huh? Hold your cane and bend over.
No, not a cane.
Me, I think after 3 years and you don't propose to me, if we make it to year 4, best believe I'm leaving. I'm just working on my exit strategy.
So I did give Chris, I did tell him that I wanted to be married by 35. So 34, I needed engaged. I need to be engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And 35, the wedding. I
Okay.
did set a date. I did do that.
What did he say?
No, it's like, I'm not gonna be pressured into getting married. That kind of foolishness.
Oh, child.
But
I thought I was gonna get ready for a wedding because if not, I start drinking my detox tea today.
I need to
Like I'm
start
in
doing
this
it too.
dress.
I need to start it too. I don't know. And then I'm like, what would his proposal be like?
Oh my god, he's so damn goofy. Good
God,
luck.
hey girl, you gonna marry me?
He's
Yeah,
so
I think
goofy,
about that too. Like, what would it be like? But yeah, that's my dates. It's been a long ride, and I'm getting. Man, I don't know. That I did set a date, and then I have to think, what am I gonna do when 35 hits? What am I gonna do?
if you're on that ring, child. Exit. Well, it's hard for you to exit because I got 3 kids.
I know.
Listen,
And everything is so entangled. It's like, even if we break up, we gotta split up sheets and forks.
I'm taking everything.
Forks and
Pans.
pillows.
You can figure it out.
Everything, like everything has to be split up, so it's not as simple as a clean cut. Like,
I'm taking everything.
I forgot that I said that to him.
She could figure it out. Yeah, the next chick you with, she'll figure out how to feed you. Period. I'm not doing it.
Oh man, yeah. So
yes, I'm telling myself. Well, I'm telling myself this now that I'm giving you 4 years, but in reality, only God knows. Because you know what, my mother and my stepfather, they've been married for 28 years, but they only dated for a month.
Really?
2 months. They met in May, and by July, they got married.
How old were they? Were older?
My mother had to be 31, 32.
Yeah, when you're older, you can do that.
And
by 31, 32, she knew who she was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I met someone new now, I think I would maybe a year. I would need to know you for a year at least or 2.
Because I have a child, I need maybe a little more than a year. But yeah, maybe a little more than a year.
Wait, so what happened to the 2-year thing? So you need more
I'm saying I need 2 years. I need 2 years to make sure it's the right thing. But I feel like a man should know right away. Like a man should know by 6 months, I'm gonna put up with this all the rest of my life. And a man should know, okay, I'm not putting up with this. I'm just in it for fun. I believe they have a time limit. Like they should know by 6 months what's the deal.
But sometimes they know, but they just still don't act on it.
Child, they ain't gonna lose them, then lose that person, and that's their loss at the end of the day.
Yeah, but do you really think that? Like you would you would walk away from somebody who gives you everything else
but a ring?
You would walk away from him? I mean, good with Noah, leading.
We shall see, because I haven't seen it yet.
That makes it makes you think how when you value things like, is marriage that
important?
Is that important to you?
I don't like somebody to waste my time. That's my biggest thing. Time.
But if they're there for you, they're like, we're committed. We are here. I'm here for you. You are my person. Anything you need, we can buy land together. I will invest in you. I will be there for you.
Where he at? Where is he? Sound good.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I don't believe in marriage. I don't want these people that they like to say, I don't want the government in my business. It's just a piece of paper. He was just that. Would you?
Well, I want to express to him how much marriage means to me, and hopefully that'll change his mind. Like I won't say pressure him to marry me, but like tell him these are what I want. And this is, it has to be communication, it has to be a back and forth, a give and take. So hopefully he take and we get married.
Okay, so also I wanted to ask, what about marriage is important to you? Like, why is it important?
I think the covenant, like the bond, like I believe that we're more bonded than, how can I say that? Like, trying to find my words here, y'all. But I feel like it's a bond, like it's a commitment in front of God, in front of our family, that we're gonna see this through. That's what's more important to me, I think.
Okay, so what if you got a ceremony in front of God without the paperwork? Could you do that?
Well, we're gonna be blood ties. We're gonna cut each other in hands, touch each other. No. And like I think with like right now with what I'm dealing with my stepmother and my father and the burial, I need paper.
Yes.
Because that paper is, that person can make life decisions for you. If something happens, do you know if something happens to me right now, even though I'm divorced, technically, if something happens to me, Jay gets the rights to say what he wants. Like basically, like
really?
Yes, and he gets benefits. Like say if I had like
definitely benefits. Like so your social security, like if you pass away,
exactly,
get it too.
It belongs to him. That's freaking crazy. Somebody better snatch this up real quick, please.
That's crazy.
Good intention.
And like if yeah, so that's my thing about it, is because like Chris and I were growing, and when you start buying things, it's like I had to explain to him, like, it's not, you're right, marriage is not about love and all that mushy stuff. It's really not. It's really about your legacy and your family and how you want your family taken care of. It's like, get things in order, secure your family. It's about that. Like, you secure your family. If something happens to me, you don't want nobody to be able to come in and make decisions for
us,
ultimately our family. If something happens to you, nobody should be able to come in on the outside and make decisions for us. That's why I think it's getting the paperwork is important. I know a lot of people like to say it's just a piece of paper. Well, so is a dollar.
The house on your deed is a piece of paper.
Yeah,
without that you wouldn't have a house,
right? And if you not married to somebody, you can build a 20-year life together, buying property, and y'all die, and her greedy family or his greedy family can come in and be like, oh, that's my sister, or that's my cousin. I'm going to, now you got to share your property with me. Who wants that?
And also making sure you find the right one. I feel like finding the right one is very important. Like
a husband or wife.
Yeah, that's gonna make that right decision for you. Like you are in agreements of what they're gonna do for you, in case you're not able to
speak for yourself.
Decisions.
Right, because even like me, like my mom has a totally different idea of what she wants with me if I pass away. God forbid, he takes me. She got a totally different idea of what I want for myself and my family, and we argue about it all the time because we have two different beliefs. But this is what I want for me, and I know you believe something else, so you're not going to honor it. So it's important, like
that's crazy that she wouldn't want to honor what you want.
Oh yeah, because
Miss Lewis, let's work on that, okay?
Yeah, but yeah, so I do think that's important. I think that's why people want to get married. Build a life together. You should be able to secure it just like anything else. Like you secure your life insurance, you should secure your marriage and your family. It's about
definitely.
Yes. So Debbie got 2 years. So if you meet Debbie, know what you're doing. Please.
Know what you're doing. Do not waste my time. That's what I don't do, and that's what I got time for, is the wasting the time. If you know that you're playing games, be about your business. I'm not the one. I'm not the one for you.
Move on. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. So speaking of this person who's not the one, what do you date men with kids?
I do. I actually, Before Noah, I would prefer a man with kids, just in case I couldn't give him. Because I was married for 6 years and never had a child, was never pregnant,
Oh, so
never
you
in that
thought it was you.
situation. So
Oh,
I thought something was wrong with me. Sorry, my computer just went over. So I really felt like something was wrong with me. So I wanted to make sure that um he had a child so he wouldn't feel like he was left out, you know.
mhm.
I will take your child and love your child as if it's my own, you know. I love kids and I think that, you know, I welcome anybody with kids. I'm not opposed to somebody with kids.
So how many kids are we talking? 1, 2, 5, 6?
Huh?
You know, people be having kids, girl.
I say maybe 4 the max. And
Or
okay, 3 the max, one with mama.
how I judge you so quick. I think
One
that's like
baby
4.
mama.
Girl, what kind of car y'all gonna have? That's what I be thinking about. Where y'all going with all these kids? Because if I was to date a man with kids and I already have children, okay,
You
just
can't limit
let me just say
kids.
hypothetically speaking,
So
because
if you have 4 kids, you'll say I don't love you because you have 4 kids.
I wouldn't even get to know you because I got too many kids. Well, you won't be able to. No, I got too many kids for you.
You blocking out some blessings, girl.
I got my blessings. Let me say that. Here.
I say 3 with 1 baby mama. Listen, hopefully other mama
Oh,
she's far away in correctional or some.
what?
Listen, I just don't want to
No.
deal. I don't want to deal with. Listen, have them on check. How about that?
Have them on check. You want a
Have,
man who
have
don't
the
have
baby
a.
mamas on check. Like have them be respectful.
Oh, okay. No, you know what it is. You have to deal with a grown man who has grown relationships with grown women. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's childish, all that insecurity and all that popping, nobody has time for that. But if you're dating a grown man, I would prefer that the man had a healthy relationship with his baby mama because that lets me know what kind of man he is.
Mm-hmm. I
Right?
dated somebody like that before. I actually didn't date. I want a date with him, and he was cool. All baby mamas, and he had 2, and I loved it. Like they had a great relationship.
That's
And
a
it's no
grown man. That's a grown woman.
it's
Like
a
you have to
grown
give it
man.
up for them. Like they just be over. Sometimes it does not have a lot of drama in it. Sometimes it can be drama when people aren't being responsible and people are feelings are hurt or you know what I'm saying, or dragging on, still dibbling, dabbling, being messy.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's just cut and dry. We didn't work. We have children together. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a situation like that. Let me see what name I'm gonna give this crazy person.
Todd.
Let's call him Todd. So I was dating Todd, but his baby mama loved me. His kid loved me. She was like, my son don't even want to see his daddy. He want to come see you. So I have to come meet you. I have to
I remember that relationship.
come meet you, girl, because I'm trying to figure out why my son wanted to meet the girlfriend. And I was like, it was not messy, but it was cool. It was no beef. It was nothing. It was just over each other. And their relationship, I think before was messy before, but they cleaned it up
They
and
got to a point where they were good.
yeah.
Lord, send me a man with kids that have a good relationship with their ex-spouse. In Jesus'
Right.
name we pray. Can the church say amen?
Amen.
Okay. Listen, I need you to have respect
yeah.
for her. And because guess what? I understand not together no more, but she carried a child for you and she's raising a child when you're not there.
Yeah, that's a tell sign when the man would call his baby mama like a B word, like you disrespect the person who gave you your seed. Are you crazy, boy?
That means you disrespect me anytime you want to, and that's what we're not gonna do.
Yes. Who am I? I'm new. She been there. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up with your shit, with
Mm-hmm.
your drunk self, and all kinds of craziness. And
yeah, so that's a tell sign, but I think I prefer Not today, man. It like I don't like men. I went with that man with children. I don't think so.
There was a point in time where I said after having Noah, I didn't want to have more kids, so I still wanted to date somebody with a kid. But I like blended families. I'm my mom.
A product of a yeah.
I'm a product of a blended family. Like my stepbrothers, we are super close, and I just feel like we are a big blended family, and I just love it. I love having a lot of kids in the house running around, and them growing up with siblings. I didn't grow up with anybody until I was like 9, so I would like that for them, you know?
Yeah. But I think the reason why is because I love my kids, and I just think my kids are so special. I don't know if I could do that for somebody else's children.
Oh, I definitely could. I love kids. Like, before having Noah, I dated the older guy, Eric. He had a son, and I loved him so much. Like the kid.
Mm-hmm.
You grow a bond with the kids, and they're kids. They didn't mean no harm. Like my grandfather had 12 kids. She only had 5, but they would come over every Sunday for dinner.
Oh, wow.
All the kids, the kids didn't have to be here.
You know, the kids don't have to be here, but I think like when you date somebody who have children, like, and you like taking steps towards marriage and all that, you have to treat those kids like your own.
As if they're yours.
Yeah, and these kids are expensive. Why the hell would I want more of my own?
It's like you should use kid of the kids.
I'm thinking about the money. It's like Christmas come around, you got to buy all these kids gifts and stuff.
I pray for a blended family, hopefully.
How new babies? What age? Like,
oh, that's a tough one right there.
You date somebody with a 6-month-old baby?
No way.
A year?
Too fresh.
A year?
I say 4 and up.
Yeah, you got to get some time in between. Hey, ladies, listen. If he has a baby that's under 2 years old, let that man figure it out. Let him go. Don't date him.
Figure it out, and then come back to me when the baby turn 4. When y'all figure, you know what, this not gonna work. She get on my nerves, and we can work this out. And
we've had some distance between us, some time. Yeah, don't date a man like because newborn babies bring people together, even when they don't want to be together.
Yeah. And in the Haitian culture, once you're pregnant, they expect y'all to get married. They expect y'all to,
That ain't the Haitian culture, girl. That's the American culture too, girl.
Yeah.
Girl, they stay trying to put you. You can be like, "What? I'm not happy." What you mean? You better marry the man. If he asks you to marry you, you better marry him. It's crazy. Like, no, don't. Just because you have a baby does not mean you need to be married. Sometimes you don't need to be with the person, but sometimes you don't have no business sleeping with him to get the baby.
You ain't say nothing but a word. You ain't say nothing but a word.
Right. So, I don't know. I prefer a man with no children. No kids.
I feel like so, and I also feel like once you have no kids, you don't understand how it feels. I say, I can't do this because I have Noah. I feel like they have a lack of understanding when they have no kids. But when they have kids, they understand that your kids come first, and they're more flexible, they're more like understanding of your situation.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
Can we do this? Wait a minute. I gotta make sure Noah's okay. I gotta make sure Noah,
But you shouldn't date a man who doesn't ask you, is Noah straight or figuring out by Noah. Like, that should be a sign. Like a
tell sign,
yeah. If he asks you to do something, his first concern would be like, hey, would you be able to get a sitter for Noah? Or maybe I can, pay somebody like something.
Like that. He was so considerate of Noah and making sure Noah was okay before we did anything, and I love that about him.
That's a high man you need to date, because if he don't,
not him, just not him.
No, not him, but somebody with that characteristic, because that's important to put your children for you. Because sometimes men with children are selfish.
Oh yeah.
Are self-consider, like self, what's the word? Center.
Sperm donor is definitely
Self-centered. They have children themselves and they still be like, nah, what about me?
Child.
Your kid will be all right. What about me?
What about me?
So, yeah, so I don't know. That's a good sign, ladies. Get a man who asks about your children. Make sure your children are straight before taking your time. Okay. And that ain't even got to be like trying to be their goodie. Just your priority is your children, so that makes it my priority to make sure they're straight.
Exactly. So the next topic is our hot topic. Our next topic is our hot topic of the week is have you ever been in a relationship by yourself? Or not, was it not by yourself? Basically being in a relationship with a man that doesn't know you're in a relationship.
Because that happens to
all
you.
The time.
Because that happens to you. Like you doing everything. Like you cooking for the man. You buying
a relationship and don't even know you're in a relationship.
Girl, then he
don't know y'all in a relationship.
You see him out on a date and he like, I'm single. I can do what I want. Wait a minute, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't tell me.
Let me find a name for my person that was like that. Let's call him Michael. So I dated Michael, and I was cooking for him every week, like every Sunday. He had a home cooked meal,
picking up plates like I'm hungry,
cleaning his room, hanging out, doing the most. We were like a couple, doing a whole bunch of couple things, but we weren't in a relationship. And then when I would bring it up, he'll get upset.
Like, how would you bring it up? Like, you would be like, what are we? You had that, what are we talking?
So what we doing? Like, it's been 6 months now. Like, are you still trying to figure things out? Are you still feeling to find out where things are going? And he was still figuring things out. Shit, he's still figuring things out. That's his business now. I'm figuring myself out.
Look, I done figured it out. I figured it out for you, sir. Okay, so Todd, the same situation, Todd. So we dated twice. The first go round, his dang, I don't want to give too many details. Okay, so basically, the baby mama, when they broke up, he didn't know she was pregnant. They didn't know they were pregnant. And then some months came, and then we were talking, hanging out, all this kind of stuff. Like, I would use his car. I would pick him up from work. I would be over there. I never cooked. That was never my thing. I don't think I cleaned up either.
You make hamburger helper for him?
No, I didn't cook. I never cooked. And he would talk like his... but yeah, I never cooked. I never cooked nobody. Chris is the only man that Chris is probably my first grown up boyfriend when we lived together. Probably. I don't even know if I did that for him, but yeah. So, we were doing like everything. Then he had got in trouble. He got like arrested one night. Like, I had my sister come and bond him with his money. He gave me the money. Hold on. He gave me the money so we could bond him out of jail, but we still had to use like my sister's name. I'm like, sis, please, he in jail. All this.
You used to ride or die, because I'm like,
girl, it's like something he told me. He was like, babe, I'm in jail. Come get me out. And I was like, let me find out a way. Girl, he was making up pay. Girl, we was doing all kind of stuff to get this man out of jail.
I got his best stuff now. Listen, so he got out.
So basically, he got out, and something where he was still hanging out, and he started like flipping the switch on me, just acting rude to me, being mean to me. And my friend was dating his best friend at the time, and she was like, "Girl, I seen him with the baby mama." And so I asked him about it, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you was doing your thing. I'm doing my thing." And I was like,
Oh Oh, she should have bailed you out.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh. I was like, okay. No, it's cool. I'm like too player to ever like let you see me sweat. I was like, okay, that's cool, that's no problem. I started dating and I started putting him on the back burner.
Where they belong.
Mm-hmm. On the back burner. But that was like the only time that has ever happened to me. Because like from that incident, I'm like, I'm never gonna ask the man, what are we doing? Because if you don't establish that, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that happened to me twice actually.
At the same age, like you was like young, like I was young when this happened. I was like 21. A lot of my stuff happened at like 21.
The same age. So things. So no, this is like 5 years ago. So Kryptonite was the same way.
Wait, is Kryptonite the letter? How you had to write the letter too?
Yes.
I figured that. I thought that was the letter to it. I figured that. That's why you wrote the letter like, and he like,
no, Kryptonite.
Girl, will you write me this letter? I'm not your boyfriend here.
Kryptonite was one of the people I had just never dated, but I thought was in a relationship or I thought was going somewhere.
Well, did y'all go out?
Yeah, we went out to dates. We did things together. And to him, it was nothing. We're just friends. So I was like,
you can fire your friends.
So that happened, but I'm over that. And then what was the name I gave him? The other person?
Mike
was the same thing. And I felt like they were like the same people. They were very much alike. So it's a similar trait that I think I'll just like in men.
And what trait is that? What is it? What about them is?
Old and unready. How about that? That's how I'm gonna call them. Old and unready.
They can stay with these Haitian puppies with them hard bottom shoes. He had hard bottom shoes. Did he have a crease in his jeans?
Kryptonite was not Haitian, but Kryptonite was Haitian.
And did he have the crease in his jeans?
No crease. He wasn't that old. They're both hitting 40. Well, one hit 40 and one's about to be 40. And still
don't have it together. They both still single, huh?
Both still single. They're not the same sign. Like,
what are they like?
A Libra and a Capricorn.
Was a Libra. Mine was a Libra.
There's Libra.
Mm-hmm.
They're unbalanced.
Yeah, go with this. And then when he came back around the second time, I was just like, It worked. I tried to make it work, but he wanted me. It was at that time he wanted me, but I was just like,
You put a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want you anymore.
Yeah, I don't want you. I was just looking for everything to just let him go when I just didn't even have to deal with him in the first place. That was so dumb, but you live and you learn. So what are some like, we can give some advice for these ladies so they don't find themselves in those situations. We don't get ourselves in their situation again, or you don't. I have to listen. Yeah. So hypothetically, just to help people out, to let them know what are some telltale signs that you are headed for a relationship by yourself, with somebody by yourself.
I feel like if he's not showing you like
interest
or consistency, like it's all about consistency.
Is number one.
Number one is consistency.
Consistency.
If he's not giving that consistency,
if he can text you all day and then next tomorrow he get ghosts.
Yeah.
These cell phones be like on you everywhere. Ain't nobody that busy they can't reply.
Listen. So I truly believe that you got to like establish things in the get-go, like establish What do you want?
Oh,
What are you
oh my
looking
God.
for?
That is the number one. Don't be in here. Okay, let me tell y'all this. Just to be honest. I'm just kicking it. I just want to be your friend. Let me tell you that. That is the worst thing you
The
can
worst.
do.
It don't work.
It don't work. Even for me, in this situationship, I will be like, oh, we just kicking it. We just chilling. You chilling. I'm chilling. Knowing goddamn well I'm madly in love and I want more from the situation. Be honest with yourself about what you want in the standard. You have to be upfront. The job for a woman, I always feel like in the beginning is the man chases the woman. But once the woman allows him in, it's his job to take it to the next step. And you have to be watchful for that to make sure that he is moving this thing along. If he's not, then you're wasting your time, baby.
Wasting time.
Man,
I'm like getting to know that person, finding out what they want, like listening. They'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Listen, sometimes we hear what we want to hear. Sometimes we just kind of block out what they're saying and just, I'm gonna make him change his mind. No, if he said I'm not looking for nothing serious, honey,
he is not looking.
He's not looking for something serious.
Don't think you can be that serious. Like he's not.
Don't think he'll change his mind either.
That ain't your job. Don't waste your time. No. Oh my God, that's a good one. Don't listen to what he says. He's gonna say exactly what he's looking for. Just listen. No, that is true. A lot of time we'll go on one day and be planning the whole future.
And just because it's good, D, don't mean it's for you.
Or it's supposed to be forever.
It's just good D at the moment.
Right now. That's it.
I'm just so afraid. So right now I'm celibate and I'm just afraid that I'm gonna meet that person and I'm gonna fall head and heels and then the D's gonna be horrible.
Take a dancing.
What that mean?
You think you can know a lot by somebody dancing, especially like compa.
What?
How you say it? I said it wrong.
You said it right, just to accent. Compa.
I said compa. Like so man.
But even though like I've danced with some people that like
you can't tell what compa. I can't say it like you, but
you still can't tell.
I'm country.
I'm done with the nations. I think I'm really done with my peoples. Like,
well, go take American and teach them. That would be intimate. I just think that's the sexiest dance in the world. But yeah, that would be intimate. You'll be able to tell.
Okay.
He moved them hips. Not like that. Don't move them like that.
Please don't move them like that. I'm walking away.
Oh, but yeah, so that is horrible though. I don't pray that on you. I rebuke that for you, friend.
I rebuke that.
I hope you fall in love. He falls in love first and gives you the best big O you have ever experienced, friend.
Ooh, I'm praying for that. But tell signs. Listen to what they're saying. Don't assume you can change them. They're telling you who they are. Listen.
And then also, ladies, if you only seeing this man at nighttime, and if he only seeing him at nighttime, if he only wants to kick it, he never wants to take you out anywhere. You a booty call.
You are worth more than that.
Yeah, don't let nobody try you like that, girl. Yeah, so I mean, unless that's what you like, if you want that from him, go for it. But if you want more, don't settle for that. Don't let nobody booty call you like this is the 90s. You make him your booty call.
Ooh, okay.
That's a word.
That was a word.
That's what you have to do. Don't let him call you, hit you up at 11 o'clock at night. What you doing? Nothing.
Leave. Just don't pick up.
Don't even respond back. Like, what is this?
And I'm like, I was sleeping.
He should be initiating dates. Like, oh, let's go someplace. He should be asking questions about you. Like Debbie said, interested in you. Generally interested in you. Like interested your family.
What you're getting done. What's your goals? Where things are going. Those are the kind of conversations you want to be having. You know? Not what you do today, what you want this weekend.
All
No.
right. What's
What are you
up?
doing past the weekend in the next 2 weeks? Like, what do you see your future? What do you want? And get to them that way, and that kind of.
And you shouldn't be the person who always initiating those type of conversations. It should be him. He should genuinely have an interest in you if he wants to take it farther than that. If you've never been to his house, you haven't dated 3 months, he's been in your house, laying up in your good sheets, and you've never been to his house. One, he might have a roommate at 35, which is ridiculous. And two, he might be with a girl, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
What's another one? What about like for the people who do like the online dating? How to tell if a guy's really interested or he's just dating multiple people?
Message you back. They message you back and they want to see you as soon as possible, but not too soon, you know, and make sure you're meeting at a public place, not somewhere dark or nighttime, because that's how people get sex trafficked. I believe they were trying to sex traffic me sometimes. I'm like, no, not
that
today.
shit real. They probably do.
Online dating, I always like, if conversation is good, conversation is like flowing, okay. Then you meet up with some of them. You meet up with them for somewhere like at the park for coffee, Starbucks.
But is there a way to like see if they're really serious before you meet up with them? Like, is there like things that are telltale signs that they're not just?
You know what? I like to meet you within like a week. It's weird. I don't want to wait and like start to like somebody really much, and then when I get with you, there's a weird vibe. Always my time. Let's meet up right away. Let's try to do it. If they're prolonging it, like meeting up with you, they're catfishing you.
Has that ever happened to you?
Being catfished?
Or somebody's like, oh, I can't FaceTime you right now. My computers are like doing that catfish dance, song and dance.
No, that hasn't happened to me.
You say it has?
And I've been online dating for a while.
Never.
I had somebody FaceTime me and they were jacking off. And I was like, oh, this is not going to work.
Oh, that's a tell sign that he's a freak. Let it go. Let it go.
For me.
Oh, that's another good one too. If they are talking about sex too early.
Too early, too much, too quick.
First date, they talking about, oh, I bet you know what I'm saying? Sexual stuff, like they don't have no attention.
Waste of your time.
And the smart thing is to turn the conversation somewhere else. When they start talking, like because sometimes you like the guy and you don't want to engage in those sexual conversations too early because you come off as a freak. And maybe you want to be a freak, or maybe you want to be, but if you want to be like,
if you take it seriously, it's you want to.
Yeah, I would change those conversations, and then he'll be like, you know what, she
different.
She different. She ain't like that. Like I thought it was gonna be. And sometimes they'll leave you alone. And sometimes they won't. They'll try to waste.
They leave you alone. That's for the best. Definitely for the best.
Any more things you can think of?
Well, not really.
I think that's it. That's all for me. That's all I got. Y'all let us know. What are some of the tell signs that a man is not he's not a committed relationship with you, or he's. Oh yeah, let me say this last one. If you call him, he's not reachable like all day long. I think I already said that. Like nobody's that away from their phone.
No.
Unless they in not even the hospital, not even in jail, because jails now have email where you can email people. You can reach people. Like there's no reason that you cannot
zip
communicate with somebody. Dead. That's it. Did you die today? No. Well, answer your phone or call me, sir.
Lose my number.
Right. Right. So those, if guys, if you're watching this or listening to this, let us know too. Comment. Let us know some of the things you do when you're not that interested in a girl and she is playing girlfriend when you're not really, you're single.
Well, they enjoy that stuff. They don't care.
Yeah, they want the cake and eat it too. I mean, we going all out, baby. I love you. I love you. Buying gifts, like they do everything like a boyfriend, and then be like, "Oh, she crazy. She think we're in a relationship." Duh, fool. You treat me like your girlfriend.
Yeah.
They will do all of that. You'll be like sitting over there trying to fight with another girl, like I'm his number one. No, he's a single man, and he's moving single. I suggest you do the same, sis.
All right, so let's get to the Black Girl Magic of the week.
Woohoo! Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Who are we giving this Black Girl Magic of the week to?
Oh. Okay, and next is our Black Girl Magic of the week. Drum roll, everybody. And that goes to
Zila Avant-Garde. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations to the Black Girl Magic of the week.
Yes.
She's our spelling bee champ, our first Black spelling bee champ.
Right. Not only is she's from Harvey, Louisiana, and also she's a baller too. Like she has the Guinness World Record for most dribbles with the basketball. Like y'all have to check her out on YouTube. Like this girl is amazing. She's smart, she's athletic, and she has aspirations beyond just picking up a basketball. She wants to inspire other African American girls to be great and be their best self. She started studying for the spelling bee just 2 years ago. And you know, these kids be starting like in elementary school, kindergarten for this spelling bee in these other countries. And to actually win, she was like, I imagined winning, but I didn't really think I could win, but I was imagining that I could win. So big round of applause to her, young lady. We are in awe of you and all of your Black Girl Magic.
Yes. Sprinkle it on all the other Black girls and inspire them and show them that you can do it, you know. So big ups to that. I'm so proud, giving her flowers. Thank you so much for inspiring these girls to do their best and to, you know, just a little studying, a little, you know, practice goes a long way.
Right, exactly.
All right, y'all. So we're going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah.
Sorry about last week. We missed the episode. Did we miss the episode last week?
Not last week. The week before we missed the episode.
But we're back to regular schedule. We're going to attempt to be. Got a lot going on, but thank you for rocking with us. Please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe and share. Do your church diligence and let your friends know, family know, cousin know, mama know, grandmama know, everybody know, co-workers to check us out, okay?
All right.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
All right. Okay, bye.